You've been polite. You've been kind. You've stayed quiet when you should have spoken up. You've smiled when they disrespected you, hoping that maybe, just maybe, your kindness would earn you the same energy back. But where did that get you? You gave the world your patience, and it repaid you with silence. You tried to make everyone happy, and in the process, you lost yourself. They told you to be nice, to forgive, to understand. But they never warned you that people mistake kindness for weakness. They never told you that while you were trying to keep the peace, others were using that peace to control you. You became predictable, safe, easy to overlook. The truth is, being nice doesn't make you good. It makes you forgettable. The world doesn't remember those who stay silent. It remembers those who know when to speak, when to act, and when to walk away. Welcome to Phantom Focus, where we talk about transformation, not illusion. Playing nice sounds good in theory. It means being polite, respectful, and considerate. But in reality, most people are not playing nice out of strength. They are doing it out of fear. Fear of being disliked, fear of confrontation, fear of being seen as difficult or rude. So they say yes when they want to say no. They apologize for things that were never their fault. They stay silent when someone crosses the line, convincing themselves that keeping the peace is better than standing their ground. In today's world, being nice has become a mask. People wear it to fit in, to be accepted, to avoid rejection. Society has built an illusion that harmony is more valuable than honesty. We are told to get along, to agree, to compromise, even when it means betraying our own values. The result is a generation of people drained, frustrated, and quietly angry because they spend their lives catering to others while ignoring themselves. When did kindness turn into weakness? When did being a good person start meaning you have to tolerate disrespect? These are questions most people never ask because they are too busy seeking approval from those who will never give it freely. Playing smart is not about becoming cold or cruel. It is about being strategic. It is about knowing when to give and when to protect your energy. True strength is not in endless patience. It is in selective kindness. It is in understanding that not everyone deserves access to your compassion. In this video, we will uncover why people misuse your kindness, the psychology behind manipulation, how to build emotional boundaries, and how to shift your mindset from people-pleasing to power-thinking. This is not about changing who you are. It is about changing how you use your power, because the world does not need more nice people who are broken inside. It needs smart people who know when to stop giving and start growing. Being too nice comes with a price that most people never see until it is too late. You start by wanting to help, to be kind, to make life easier for others. It feels good at first. You believe that if you give enough, people will appreciate you, respect you, and care for you the same way you care for them. But somewhere along the way, that kindness turns into a burden. The same people who once thanked you start expecting you to fix everything. The same people you supported stop showing up when it is your turn to need them. Think about that friend who always calls when they need help, but disappears when you are the one struggling, or the boss who keeps adding to your workload because you never complain, or the relationship where you keep giving love, forgiveness, and effort, while the other person takes it all for granted. You tell yourself that being nice is the right thing to do, but deep down, you know something feels wrong. You are exhausted, drained, and empty, but you keep smiling because you do not want to be seen as selfish. The truth is, people subconsciously test boundaries. When you show them that your time, your patience, and your kindness are unlimited, they will take as much as they can. Not because they are all cruel, but because human nature pushes us to see how far we can go before someone pushes back. If you never say no, they will never think they are crossing the line. You teach people how to treat you by what you allow. The harsh reality is that the world does not reward good hearts. It rewards strong ones. It does not celebrate those who give endlessly. It celebrates those who know their worth, protect their energy, and walk away from disrespect. Being nice might earn you approval for a moment, but it rarely earns you respect. And without respect, kindness becomes invisible. You need to understand the concept of emotional currency. Every interaction you have costs you something. Your attention, your time, your energy. These are not infinite. Every time you give without purpose, you spend part of yourself that you will never get back. When you constantly prioritize others over yourself, you slowly lose connection to your own needs. You might think that saying yes keeps the peace, but what you are really doing is creating silent chaos inside yourself. You begin to resent the people you help. You start to feel unseen, unheard, and unappreciated. Yet you keep doing it because it feels safer than disappointing someone. But peace that requires your self-betrayal is not peace at all. It is a slow form of self-destruction. Every time you say yes when you want to say no, you sell a piece of your peace. And once that peace is gone, it is not the world that suffers. It is you. Manipulators are not always obvious. They rarely come with bad intentions written on their faces. They find you by sensing something deeper. They notice the way you care too much, the way you hesitate to say no, and the way you feel responsible for other people's emotions. To them, your empathy is not a virtue. It is an entry point. They learn what makes you feel guilty, what makes you afraid of conflict, and what words will make you bend instead of break. The manipulation cycle always starts with emotional testing. They might start by asking small favors or pushing minor boundaries just to see your reaction. When you agree without resistance, they learn that your approval-seeking nature can be used as leverage. Soon, they begin to shape situations where your kindness benefits them. They make you feel that saying no equals being rude, that setting limits makes you heartless. Over time, they convince you that their comfort is your responsibility. That is how control begins. Guilt is the favorite weapon of every manipulator. They make you feel bad for prioritizing yourself. They turn their disappointments into your duty to fix. When you try to speak up, they twist your words, making you doubt your own feelings. You start to apologize for things that were never your fault. Validation becomes your reward for obedience, and rejection becomes your punishment for self-respect. It is a mental game that traps you in cycles of overgiving and regret. This is what emotional leverage looks like. It is when someone uses your desire to be kind as a tool to keep you small. They use affection, praise, or guilt to make sure you stay predictable. It happens in workplaces where your silence keeps the peace, while others take credit for your work. It happens in friendships where one person always takes and the other always gives. It happens in families where love is conditional on obedience. The most dangerous part is that manipulation feels like care at first. It looks like closeness, attention, or connection. But in reality, it is control disguised as affection. The longer you play along, the harder it becomes to see the chains. They do not want you strong. They want you silent, because a silent person is easier to manage, easier to use, and easier to forget. But once you recognize the pattern, the game ends. The moment you stop feeding their control with your guilt, you take back your power. Playing smart is not about being manipulative or heartless. It is about knowing how to use your emotions, time, and energy with purpose. It is about moving with awareness instead of impulse. Most people believe that kindness and intelligence cannot coexist, but the truth is that real power lies in combining both. When you play smart, you understand that emotional intelligence, self-respect, and strategy are not separate traits. They are tools that shape how you navigate the world. Emotional intelligence allows you to recognize your feelings without letting them control you. Self-respect reminds you that you are not required to sacrifice yourself to prove your worth. Strategy gives you the ability to make decisions that align with your goals instead of your temporary emotions. Together, these three create a mindset that protects your peace while allowing you to succeed in any environment. Most people react emotionally when they are hurt or disrespected. They rush to prove a point, defend themselves, or seek validation. But reacting emotionally often gives power to the other person. It shows that they can control your mood and decisions. Responding logically, on the other hand, means taking a step back to evaluate the situation. It means asking yourself what response will serve your long-term goals rather than your temporary anger or pain. Before you act, train yourself to pause and apply 3 mental filters. First, ask yourself, does this serve my peace? If your reaction costs you peace, it is rarely worth it. Second, ask, does this serve my purpose? If the outcome does not align with your goals or values, you are wasting energy on distractions. Third, ask, does this protect my boundaries? If your decision weakens your limits, it is not strength, it is self-betrayal. These questions act like a compass, keeping your emotions in check and your focus clear. Being smart is not about being cold, it is about being clear. Clarity is what separates the powerful from the powerless. When you are clear about who you are, what you value, and what you will not tolerate, you no longer need to prove yourself through arguments or over-explanations. You simply act in alignment with your truth. People who misunderstand your calmness will call you detached, but those who understand strength will see control. Controlled kindness is power. It means you can still be good without being naive. You can still care without losing yourself. You can still forgive without reopening the door to those who broke you. This kind of kindness comes from strength, not fear. It comes from knowing that you have the ability to be gentle, but the wisdom to choose when it is deserved. When you start playing smart, you stop wasting energy trying to be liked, and you start focusing on being respected. You stop explaining your intentions to people who twist your words. You stop seeking validation from those who benefit from your weakness. Playing smart transforms kindness into confidence and empathy into influence. It allows you to move through the world without losing your humanity or your edge. That is what true strength looks like. Rebuilding power and presence begins when you stop trying to prove yourself. True power is not loud. It is not about shouting, reacting, or demanding attention. Real strength lives in calmness. It is in the way you carry yourself when chaos surrounds you, in the way you choose silence when others choose noise. People think silence means weakness, but in reality, it is a weapon. When you stop explaining and start observing, you gain control. You begin to see what others miss. Silence is not about avoidance. It is about composure. It gives you time to think before you act, to assess what is worth your energy and what is not. Most people waste power by reacting too quickly. They speak before understanding, and in doing so, they give away their control. When you use silence wisely, you force others to reveal themselves. You stop chasing clarity and let the truth expose itself. That is when your presence begins to speak louder than your words. Eye contact is another form of silent dominance. It shows certainty. It tells the world you are aware grounded, and not easily shaken. You do not need to intimidate anyone to be respected. You only need to look directly at the world without flinching. Confidence is not about appearing perfect. It is about being unbothered by imperfection. It is knowing that your value does not depend on validation. Then comes the art of strategic detachment. Detachment is not coldness, it is balance. It means you can care deeply without becoming controlled by the outcome. You can engage fully in relationships, work, and goals, but still know when to step back. Detachment protects your energy from being drained by people or situations that no longer serve your growth. It teaches you to let go without losing compassion. Confidence does not require anger. It requires control. Anger is reactive. Control is intentional. When you are angry, you lose direction. When you are in control, you direct the room without saying a word. That is what makes your presence powerful. It is not about intimidation. It is about stability. The calmest person in the room often holds the most influence because they cannot be moved by emotion or manipulation. The energy shift from being a pleaser to being a leader happens the moment you stop asking for permission to be yourself. Pleasers wait for approval before acting. Leaders move with conviction. Pleasers fear rejection. Leaders understand that rejection is part of growth. When you stop measuring your worth by how others see you, you become untouchable. You no longer need to prove your goodness. You simply embody strength through consistency, boundaries, and self-respect. A lion does not roar for attention. It moves, and the jungle adjusts. Your power works the same way. You do not need to announce your worth. You simply need to live it. Every choice, every silence, every step speaks for you. The more grounded you become, the less anyone can manipulate your peace. Start playing smart. Stop explaining yourself to people who already decided not to understand you. Save your energy for the things that grow you. Because real power is not in how much noise you make. It is in how little can shake you. Selective kindness is the highest form of emotional intelligence. It means you no longer hand out your energy to everyone simply because you have a good heart. Kindness should be earned, not given blindly. When you treat everyone the same, regardless of how they treat you, you end up feeding people who only take. Real maturity is learning to separate who deserves your care from who only deserves your distance. The mirror rule is simple. Treat people according to how they treat you, not how you wish they would. If someone respects your boundaries, respect theirs. If someone shows loyalty, show it back. But if someone disrespects you, lies to you, or constantly drains your peace, stop rewarding that behavior with more of your kindness. Mirroring energy does not make you cold. It keeps your world balanced. It protects your spirit from being consumed by those who only understand taking, not giving. Your empathy is a gift, but it is also a target if you do not protect it. There is nothing wrong with being kind, but there is everything wrong with being unguarded. When you protect your kindness, it becomes more powerful. It stops being a weakness people can exploit and turns into a strength that commands respect. People notice when your kindness has boundaries. They realize they cannot manipulate what they cannot control. Being smart does not mean being heartless. It means being intentional. It means choosing when, how, and to whom you give your energy. It is the difference between reacting and responding, between being used and being respected. When your kindness is intentional, it heals. When it is blind, it hurts you first. Give your kindness to the deserving. Give your silence to the rest. That is how you stay kind without being broken. That is how you remain good without becoming a fool. You do not have to stop being kind. You just have to stop being used. The world needs kindness, but it needs the kind that stands tall, not the kind that bows down. It needs people who know how to love without losing themselves, how to forgive without forgetting, and how to care without being controlled. You can still be gentle and strong. You can still be compassionate and firm. The difference lies in intention. When you are kind by choice, not by fear, your kindness becomes power. Think about how much energy you have spent trying to please others, trying to make them see your worth. You gave your time, your loyalty, and your patience to people who did not deserve it. You thought being nice would make them value you. But now you know the truth. The old you wanted to be liked. The new you wants to be respected. Respect lasts longer than approval. Approval fades the moment you stop giving. Respect grows the moment you start standing tall. Power is not about control. It is about clarity. It is about knowing what deserves your attention and what does not. Playing smart means no longer reacting to every insult, no longer chasing every argument, and no longer explaining yourself to people who have already made up their minds. Power is not loud. It is quiet, calculated, and focused. It is found in calmness, discipline, and self-awareness. Every time you choose silence over anger, you gain strength. Every time you walk away from chaos instead of fighting for attention, you win. Every time you protect your peace, you prove that your value no longer depends on how others see you. That is what transformation looks like. It is not dramatic. It is controlled, steady, and powerful. This is your reminder to play smart, not soft. Keep your heart kind, but your boundaries unbreakable. Let your presence speak louder than your words. Remember, you do not owe your peace to anyone. You owe it to yourself. This is Phantom Focus, where your transformation begins. If this message spoke to you, subscribe and stay connected. Reflect on your growth, protect your peace, and remember your kindness is a gift, but your strength is your shield.